Alright, I'm giving them the good old force start. And we should be off to the races.
Off to the race.
Yeah, this is an interesting board. It's 5 on drives, 5 on levels, 5 in STT, 5 in TT, 7 HB, 5 in Agrabah, 6 Port Royal.
Yeah, I feel like the PR is the most unexpected there.
PR's juice. They're very spooky.
Yeah, so this is all blue numbers. So, Geek, what's your favorite blue number?
A 0.
0. It's always a classic.
Yeah, with these hints, it's points hints. Everything is worth 1 point. And basically, you know how many important checks are in a world. You have report hints telling you additional things, like, oh, this world, for example, it's one of the starting reports they got. In these settings, you start with reports. One of them was Hollow Bastion has a magnet, so you get useful info like that. But other times, you'll get info like levels has second chance, which is maybe not as valuable, especially for all the top players who usually don't take damage and all that.
Yeah, imagine getting hit. And then there are the players that want a third chance. I imagine just another ability is just like another extra one where you only get to 1 HP.
It's just a Koopa coin. That's what
it's just exactly. We just need the Koopa coin. Koopa coin, my favorite third chance ability.
Since Sounds is ahead, we'll follow them out as they go through this Pride Land shotgun. Very, very standard 4 things.
Yeah, definitely an interesting matchup. Silence being a little newer around here. And BD, while having been on the block, is also one of the newer players as far as the whole bracket goes. Only been around for like a year and a half.
I would say so, yeah.
But they definitely came in swinging. And same thing goes for Silence. A name that I had not seen prior to the tournament. Apparently they did decent in the charity tournament as well. But yeah, definitely coming out very strong. Yeah, BD showing off Zerf's Pride Rock mod.
That charity tournament was something.
So I heard.
I like that joke. Ooh, a page. Okay. I feel like you definitely just do pages as you go the whole time. I know some people will like kind of wait on them, but I feel like you should just always do them if you have access. Especially if there's like a magnet or a reflect hidden behind there that you're never going to get if you put them off.
Like, you're never going to speed it up or anything. Like the only reason to push off a page maybe is just if you don't like gliding from world number was over to the door for 100 Acre. Like, a GOA movement's the only reason to ever consider, and I feel like that's not enough of a time difference to make up for the fact that you can get tools but there.
Alright, fairly standard shotgun. We'll be doing the usual routes of going to LOD, Halloween Town, OC, Port Royal, TT. Ooh, Reflect. See, one thing some of these people have been doing in their shotguns is actually been doing TT early.
Yeah, I've noticed that occasionally. I feel like that's bad, but yeah, I don't know if I can recover that statement.
Route Divergence. Let's go.
Yeah, here we go. The early Agrabah always throws me off, but I guess it... Because I know BD is one that in like league settings and 3-proof settings pushes off Agrabah to force final. But in a setting where that doesn't matter, it makes sense to just go straight to Agrabah, especially when we already start with some good movement.
Yeah, starting with level 2 growth for all the ABN settings is definitely super nice. It makes Form Lottery not as apparent. It also just means
Yes.
that you're able to sort of justify doing some of these other shotguns, because you can gamble, the better growth could be like way later in a seed. I'm gonna chance that I'm not gonna get any of these visits sped up. So we'll just do it.
Yeah, makes growth a little more of a non-issue, because ABN definitely gets the bit of a stigma that like first one to a glide kind of just wins, and there are definitely races where that can happen. But I feel like another way to combat that is pushing earlier worlds that don't have a lot of movement attached to them, something like Port Royal. So even if you are getting a glide or something later, early proof, those don't matter. Even if you're getting growth much later than someone, if it's a world that doesn't matter, then you're not really losing time necessarily.
Well, speaking of growth, we got an aerial dodge. Uh-oh, poor BD. No,
Ooh,
that's tragic.
That's the death you don't see.
And getting comboed by a bandit is not uncommon, but it's happened to everyone. Okay, I believe... Okay, he doesn't want to pick up the finishing leap. Just picks up the aerial dodge and pieces out.
Yeah,
Oh, he doesn't
hopefully
even get
that's
the
not
aerial
the
dodge.
only...
Never mind.
Maybe he wasn't thinking about it. Maybe he figured out which chest were which and just wanted to save back that time.
Oh, I think it was the chest on the bottom. Or like towards the bottom, whereas you can potentially spawn some of the bandits in like that L-shaped tent.
Was it? Okay.
I think so. So, unfortunate... Yeah, that's an aerial dodge too, I could tell. So I hope B doesn't get tripped up.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of just, I'm losing time here, I need to save time. Wait a minute! But did he not pick up any chests?
I believe he picked up the finishing leap chest, if I remember that.
He doesn't have proof of peace.
Oh, that's right.
Or does he? It looks like he has a crown.
Oh wait, no, he
can't
picked
really
up the proof.
see.
No. Okay, so he
Okay.
picked up the proof, but he did not pick up the finishing leap nor the
anything
aerial
else.
dodge. There we go.
Yeah, because that's a check. Like,
Yeah. So it's a slight tracker bug. Like if you see on the for BD tracker, it shows that he has level 3. I've never noticed that before. If you look in his menu, he does have aerial dodge too. If you saw previously,
usually it updates whenever you die and it goes back.
I'm pretty sure it said aerial dodge 2. I hope it actually said 3.
Well, I know like your tracker usually, like if you lose drive levels or anything like that, it updates it. If you die or something, I would assume it would do the same for that, but weird.
I just checked the Violet, and the reports in question is outside of the cave. So he does indeed have that report. He does have all the checks. He just doesn't have that finishing leap at the bare minimum. Which is, it kinda sucks. It depends.
If there's no other finisher, then that's gonna really suck. Now, I wonder if we're leaving TT through the Sandlot, or if they're just gonna, like, death abuse the fight.
I definitely feel like with 5 on drives, you just do or you wait as long as you can for limit.
Exactly. Final human.
Oh yeah, you wait for final form as long as you can, and then you do the station fight. It's fairly standard, it's fairly safe. Obviously with 2 checks into whatever it was, maybe you'll get lucky and they're late and you have a valid excuse to level final somewhere. Proudfang, Slapshot. Okay, Slapshot's nice. Obviously, Proudfang is an important check. There are 3 more things left in Pride Lands. So
Ooh, that was
good value.
That was kind of scary when I think of trying to move around with Wisdom before reverting. Wait, how did that pull in that second one? That was crazy.
Alright, so we have at least some new content that we could take a little peek at. Air dive, super nice. Man, the shame that SP has nothing. Usual. Air dive's good though. It's always good. Alright, I wonder where Silence will go next. They'll probably go do Torn Pages. Never mind. Oh, okay, I was right, thank God.
There we go.
You just know people sometimes. Or know top player habits, rather.
I mean, you predicted that TT shotgun, so...
Yeah, that's actually what they did in the relegations.
Ah, so you cheated. Get the knowledge.
True. I did have pre-existing knowledge. Okay, nothing in Pooh or Piglet's house. Hopefully that is not two magnets or something lying deep in 100 Acre. I just wonder now if this is going to be a long seed. We've had the open qualifier be super short. The seed from last night was, relatively speaking, very short. Or not,
yeah,
last
pretty
night,
short.
2 nights ago, your race.
Yeah.
But then the relegation seed, that one a little lengthy. Three datas, 1 AS.
Yeah, I was working during the relegations, and I would check in every once in a while. I'm like, still no one's done, huh? Like.
Alright, so on to the DC Courtyard. Hopefully we can find something of good interest here. There's 2 checks. Oh yeah, finishing plus.
Very good. Arguably unplayable without it.
This game is pretty rough without finishing plus. You put out a magnet, what do you do after that magnet? You just stand there.
A magnet is proof that you need a finishing plus to exist. I don't know how, you play without it. That's why we only play on critical mode. Sounds not saying more thing makes me very sad. Wait, but a triangle reflect enjoyer? Never mind. I respect that.
Flera.
Silence has earned back my respect with that triangle reflect.
They got ice cream. It's cool.
Ice cream is good. Not much use out of it without the picture. But.
I think you can argue that TT is one of the worlds that maybe you just, if you have both picture and ice cream, especially with 4 more checks, you just opt to do the rest of it without the final form.
Yeah, it's an option. I just feel like if you push it off, or if you do it too early, then you're just throwing away an option. Like if you already do HB or Lot of World whatever it was without final, then you run out of really good options to level final, especially with all those checks on drives. But there's also all those checks in TT, so something to consider.
I just wonder if this is going to be a similar seed to the Open Qualifiers. If that 5 SDT, you really want to find, at best, a Trinity limit or limit form, at worst, a Fire.
Yeah. Just a Fire you can make do, but you're going to lose closer to around like probably 25 seconds altogether, having that as, instead of just Trinity, but it's still completely fine. People definitely discount how fast you can do things with Fire.
Yeah,
Probably less than 25 seconds.
A lot of people actually had to do Fire only, because some people didn't find the limit, Trinity limit.
That Horian TR.
Yeah, both of these guys would be super happy about that.
I don't know, is Silence a Berserk Hori enjoyer?
They're just a Hori enjoyer.
Well, I think everyone's a Hori enjoyer. It's a great combo modifier, but I know BD likes Berserk Hori as well.
Alright, cool. Gets to reflect. Pseudo one cycle of sorts on old Pete. Good times. 24 magic, actually. That's a lot.
Ooh, BD's in trouble with the mouse. May's a rat.
Yeah, she is not playing nice right now.
He is a little too close to the wall compared to her.
That is also very true.
So
you want to be more towards like the edge of the yellow strip of the carpet.
Yeah. You kind of want to be like sandwiching her within the middle between you and the wall, so that if she moves whenever she does her attack, that you can, if you're lucky, keep her on the wall the entire time, or at least get her back on it quickly. And though we saw it earlier, we'll see it later with sounds. You can do the same thing with that boo, where you can push forward and get them a little quicker in front of you, and you can skip an RC that way.
Fun fact, we did see Silence actually die to a boo escort in the relegation scene.
It happens to the best of us. We all have a horror story where it happens.
Yeah, it's...
I don't think there is a place in this game that I have not died. Except for like 100 Acre, but if you can die, I've done it.
I think if you have the 1 HP mod, you can die to a boulder.
Yes, you can. Well, you have to have 0 HP for that to happen, actually.
Is it 0?
Yeah, because when you have 0 HP, if you get flinched by anything, then it kills you.
Right.
So yeah, you can die to Suki Cave, I guess. But you can't. That requires an extra mod.
I just realized that hint that BD has actually just now. His membership card in Beast Castle. It's a pretty good hint.
Definitely very strong. With your flare up, we also have a decent one cyclone thresholder that shouldn't be too difficult. And Breedy will probably get that extra reflect leveling wisdom in a Beast Castle. So
It probably makes the most sense to level it there for sure.
Because since Silence opted to go through the hallway, they got to level that earlier and get that reflect earlier. But BD also did save a little bit of time getting the save warp there as well. So there's always a give and a take with it. But when you have that, you're definitely always thinking about leveling of early Valor or Wisdom somewhere else. Usually the Beast Castle opening is a pretty easy way to do that.
Okay, so BD is now going to TT.
Very strange.
I think it's fine. I think you're trying to just check for early final as much as you can, early light and dark.
I guess in like a slightly hard setting, you also want to just cover your bases. But like even in 3-proof settings, I don't like the shotgun TT, but maybe that's just me being stubborn. And they both often go through the sandlot. Usually I feel like if you're just shotgunning it, you want to go the opposite way around and lead through the sandlot, but I guess it should be the same distance either way.
It's the same trail if you go back to the sand or the usual spot, save warp.
You just
glide.
have... Ooh, the glide there is really good. I feel like this is the reason I don't like doing it this way, is when you're trying to leave, you have to jump up a couple times to get up the slope. So going up the slope as opposed to going down makes your glide a little less effective.
Yeah, I've been staring at this. I'm pretty sure that's aerial dodge too, that BD has.
Yeah, a little hard to
the
tell.
Acceleration would be way faster. And also, I guess in BD's case, now he's definitely just way too far into any world to consider going back to just grab an aerial dodge chest.
Yeah, like right here, we have to jump up twice, and that is going to be a little slower. So with the movement the BD had, I think this option was slower. But yeah, if you don't have if you're really early in the season, you don't have a high jump and aerial dodge, then going the other way around, you can get up a little easier.
Okay, we opt to see the HB shotgun. We also get a berserk charge in Bell's room. So that's interesting.
So Corey's on the table.
Yeah. That might be the play.
It might be, but I'm very curious as to why I know BD is a profound BC hater. So they might be just trying to see if they can get a Trinity limit or something to take that out a little easier. But I feel like in this situation, when you know membership card is in BC, you do that before touching HB.
Yeah, you can kind of do things all in one trip of sorts. They'll probably go BC next, if I had to guess.
Maybe.
You're kind of running out of your safe disposable options, because almost every other option requires at least having another magic or Magnera.
Yeah,
just general.
Don't want to do PR without probably Thunder or Blizzard for that matter. All we have is the Reflect.
And even then, Silence is already in a better situation by having Reflera. The bigger radius definitely helps a lot of places.
It would definitely be helping BD right now.
Okay, we can see how Silence handles this. Ooh, a torn page on levels. You can go check that. Stall for more content.
Always. Another proof! We're almost in go mode. Here we go. Actually, though, if we get that Promise Charm, then getting the proofs really early can be pretty huge.
Okay, very clean Thresholder fight. Just keeps it basic. Uses Reflects, uses Ori Slashes to melt through the HP bar.
And wondering with getting that Bone Fist, if BD maybe wanted to do Halloween Town, since that's the one that's also probably not getting sped up very much.
I kind of feel like you should wait on on that a tiny little bit. Maybe get slightly better stats.
I just think BD's going to push off BC as much as he can. But a sane person would go over to Halloween Town one day. No, but the cool thing about Halloween Town is it is a place that you really don't need anything to go there, because you already start off with that dance call, and even we already got the 2 ethers to make the Candy Cane lane fight incredibly easy, which we've already done, of course. But you can deal with almost any of the fights going forward with just dance call. Experiment can be made pretty trivial, assuming if you got some ethers or a form to reset your magic. 2 dance calls will take care of them.
And this Beast Castle sucks. Oh hey, there it is.
This is actually terrible.
You've basically got nothing here. Okay, a fire. I mean that's barely passable. It's an okay check. BD's leveling now. We'll get the Reflect. So now Thresholder super pretty. With Baby Reflect, it's a tiny bit spooky. Sort of.
Silence do one cycle, or they just do the fight?
What?
And membership card there.
Man, this BC also sucks. I guess this is... it's fine. There have been a lot of Zeldins going on as of late, so less of him to see now.
No Berserking Day Zeldin today.
So now with that newfound membership card, we'll probably see Silence do all of HB as much as they can. They might do corridors. It's kind of hard to say. Really depends what they might pick up in the corridors themselves. But the corridors fight is a little interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little interesting, especially without that finishing leap.
Yeah, you can get away with just spamming Reflect, but there's like usually more efficient methods. They might just do it anyway.
If the magnets before it, they have finishing plus and finishing leap. At least Silence does. BD does not have finishing leap. And never will.
The only case I could see him getting those chests again is
all the way back to Junior.
Yeah, if you have to do Agrabah 2, like on your way to the carpet, startup carpet sequence, you can pick up those chests.
But I feel like he's only picking it up if you get a bulky vendor.
Ooh, Silence doing the RC. I kind of disagree a little bit with doing the RC if you have Reflera.
Yeah, with Reflera, I wouldn't do it. I feel like the RC is only something you're going to do if you honestly just have no magic.
Yeah, just because of how fast Reflera comes out, and because you don't have to deal with the slowdown time of the RC, it just seems like way faster to not do it.
Yeah, BD conceding about the one cycle, definitely fair. You can waste a lot of time trying to make it work.
It's so hard to get that one cycle with Reflect if the AI just doesn't cooperate.
Because the Possessor just does not care. It moves so frantically and so strangely. It can never move and just stay in one place, or it can just go across the room in half a second, and you really just can't even predict it. So it's pretty luck intensive as far as going for it. So really, you should only go in for it like once. If you have a gargoyle, that's a little easier to set up than with the bat. But when you get it early, it feels really good. Alright, I got a good song. We're gaming.
Oh, hell yeah. That's always nice.
Oh god.
I thought I changed the view correctly. It's okay. I'll deal with it another time.
Whoa, that was gross. I didn't like that at all.
The stream didn't see it, don't worry.
Okay. Very stretched tracker.
Yeah, I tried to fix something in the back end, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like I could fix it. What the heck? Promise Charms this early? All you need is one more proof, and then you basically can just level the max and everything should melt. With 3 things left on levels, that's honestly an okay play. No sight of XP boost either.
How much do you level there, though, before it becomes a huge time sink?
I feel like maybe you just level enough to get comfy with your stats so you can do some other weird content. Like, for example, if you want to level, then go do Halloween Town for the single check. Or just do all of TT.
I feel like if you're doing Promise Charm leveling early, you don't do more than 1 or 2 laps.
Yeah, depends. You can argue, like, if you don't think you're ever going to find the XP boost, that you'll just do it. Oh, BD's struggling to make choices. Alright, he's good though. I think he just wasn't sure where the HP portal was. It's a very common problem. You'll glide around the GOA and you'll be like, oh, right, I have to go here. That's where the portal is.
it's really hard to remember like where you are in the GOA. Like if you remember, like, oh, I'm leaving Pride Lands and I'm going to Hollow Bastion, you can literally just walk left and mass triangle. But if you're not thinking about that, then you can get lost for a quick second.
Yeah, it actually is a real problem. It genuinely is a real problem trying to go
really
to the GOA sometimes. Like, even though everyone at this level is so good, there's like those tiny little details that you just don't have the muscle memory for. Like doing a shotgun, you kind of muscle memory into it. You're like, oh, I know where the LOD portal is because I'm just doing a shotgun. My hands know where to go. But then you ask them and say, hey, where's the LOD portal? You're like, oh shit, let me think for like 1 second. Oh, it's over here.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I actually like this.
I like this
The early OC push, you have Reflera. Cerberus just melts. Your only quote-unquote issue is going through the Hades escape fast, but even then, it's Reflera.
Hades escape is so because everyone knows that kind of little skip you can do at the end of Hades escape with the reflect. You can do that on 3 different waves. You can do that on all Lance Soldier waves. It's a little less effective because you have to worry about shadows behaving. But usually doing that'll take out most of the things that you can finish them off with a fire or a magnet. So, and then the first one just kind of comes together pretty easily.
And I'm very curious to see what BD does here.
I think BD does corridors. I then like dipped in the core. Because it's just so like because I think he really wants that magnet.
Ooh, okay, we're gonna see corridors.
I was so smart.
Right, and the reflect 1 cycle on the final wave, very clean. Alright, very basic from BD, very basic, very clean. Just using reflect to your advantage.
Another 15 plus.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, leverages the ability of Sora to be able to do a ground to air after reflect sometimes, if you time it correctly. Able to pick up that reflect and carry it up to the Cerberus heads.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I feel like a lot of it.
That was so close.
Iron hammers are no joke. Okay, BD's risking so much going for this when an iron hammer's right there.
Okay, they're gone. He's
Okay.
fine.
Core enemies have a habit of taking a long time to despawn.
I like to just sit on your screen.
It's very strange. Air Vikings do it. Iron hammers do it. Usually the other ones, bats, can change.
Never mind. There's nothing on Master. Okay, that's unfortunate. Do you core skip if you're BD? He is. Okay.
Oh, I did not see this coming, actually.
Yeah, so the one gamble with core skip is you only miss the last chest, but it's honestly not terrible.
It's surprisingly good. So
with
you
4 chests here and a magnet, it's really nice.
Yeah, back when I timed this, back when core skip first became a thing, and from what I remember, it's literally like a minute of like the backtracking. It's like less than a minute to do that backtracking, so it's not as bad as people make it think.
And this is an ABN though. A minute is quite a long time.
That it is. But I feel like losing a minute to so many other things. Like the fact that BD still never shotgun one that ever was missing that glide.
Yeah.
I think he's lost already a minute to that easily.
Especially with these longer rooms, it definitely is quite unfortunate. Like Steam Room, pretty long with the glide section. You'll save like a couple seconds there. This is a pretty generous core.
Pretty nice. What's slightly hard, I feel like core is weighted pretty highly.
Yeah, that's area dodge 3, or that's area dodge 2.
Yes.
That is most definitely. That is a little unfortunate in terms of just speed. The acceleration difference for area dodge 2 to 3 is actually pretty noticeable. So hopefully that is not a defining factor in what determines if he wins or loses.
Limit form very good on Demix.
Honestly, do you just do STT?
I think he's doing whatever it was soon. Well, STT is probably way better, yeah. Especially because Silence's Glide 3.
Yeah. Ooh, money pouch as well. Okay, that means you just have access to all the ethers you want. Okay, I kind of like the choice of leaving. I think it's okay. If you're just gonna go to STT, what one thing can you pick up from doing the rest of OC? Would
Trinity.
STT faster? Okay. Aside from that,
Magnet.
maybe I don't know. Maybe Magnet.
Thunder. You don't need Master.
Well,
He's
for
gonna
leveling
get
forms.
to yes, but he's gonna get to limit 4 pretty comfortably and nice.
The slide dash tech.
It's a little hard because a little bit of a strange interaction in SDT is you do not gain any drive experience on the struggle fights. So while you are using Ragnarok's a bunch of the main fights you're actually gaining experience is going to be right here. Then the Dusk before Station of Serenity, and then Twilight Thorn. Those are the main spots you're actually getting experience. So it's not really you're not really missing out on that much. There are some cheeky ways you can get some more experience in Twilight Thorn, like by using like, a couple Sonic Blades while you're waiting between the phase. But Limit is he still has plenty of options when it comes to leveling that. Like already still has PR minute fight, LOD minute fight. They're probably the biggest ones. What a helpful hint. OC has limit for him.
I mean, yeah, that sucks because you're not usually going to go
so
this world without it. And BD probably wishing he had that finishing leap right now. Another report. Okay, that's actually an okay report. You kind of feel a little less incentivized now to just do the Wilderness Bullets for only one check.
But Genie. No, I want some more respect to Genie's name. People hate on him too much. He has got a lot of great uses. A little less because we have Berserk, but still. Any Genie reset enjoyers? Probably my favorite tech in the game. Yeah, little things people might not know is Genie has a very strange property that whenever you switch the drive of Genie, it refreshes your combo. So it's kind of like Berserk Charge, and in a way that it technically can be better because you don't need to worry about your MP coming back too early. The problem is you need to keep up the Berserk Charge rhythm while also menuing down the drive, changing the drive every time. It doesn't need to be a new one, so you can make it the top one every time. But that adds 4 inputs per Hori Slash, which is a lot to keep in mind, especially when you're doing a fight with a very tight horizontal slash timing. So it's kind of a thing that like you're not going to get the whole fight with it. It's really unlikely, but maybe you'll get like a bar or two of damage if you're lucky. I feel like Hori only really comes in, like Berserk Hori and things of that nature only really come into play when you're not necessarily high tool. Because it's going to be really fast on fights like Zaldin or Zigbar, but in a lot of other fights where you can do it, you're not going to do on data vaccine because you're wanting to use Final Fire. But it's always options is the most important thing. No. Does BD have experience boost, or did they just get
I
hit?
don't think so. He was definitely just getting a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure they don't have it.
Yeah, I feel like This is not a great PR push
They
to have right now.
They definitely do not have it.
Well, they didn't take damage there.
I just looked at the spoiler.
Or did you just check the spoiler log?
I just checked. They most definitely do not have a super boost.
Good to know. And dev powers. It's turning org powers.
It's turning org powers.
Though you are
not
kind of a
useful of
dev.
a check.
Ooh, Flare Force. That's
Okay.
very reasonable of a check.
You have Berserk, you have Hori, you have Flare Force.
I think rule number one's push wouldn't be that bad, especially because BD doesn't know better as far as what's there.
I think the only issue was just dealing with
Stats.
Roxas efficiently.
Yeah, he doesn't have the limit form to work with. Though BD, I believe, does know FNF. So they have options. They just don't. The problem is they don't have a finisher to make it easy to set up. Though they can use Hori / setup. Yeah, FNF's free right now. Especially that 40 magic stat. Like. Okay, very low defense, I just realized.
Introducing as a Blizzard, what a fantastic hint.
Putting on the second chance once more, or not? Don't put on once more. It's not useful. You don't need it. Oh, never mind.
I was hear you. You're coaching?
Yeah, he's listening. I have an earpiece for BD.
Ooh, it's one page. Okay, that's definitely super nice. So I'm gonna have access to Kanga's house.
See him get a 49. BD did somewhat recently learn how to get a 49, so I gave him a reference video.
Alright, so far, nothing of a big interest in STT. Just 2 lone pieces of paper. And, of course, and the mansion.
As
Right
always.
here. We can judge.
Come on.
Judge BD.
We can all blame Geek for the strat existing. This is all Geek's fault. Like, he's the one that figured it out that you can hold down and stuff and then make this work. So this is all Geek's fault. Geek is the reason that we got 45 sometimes.
Exclamation point, hold down in chat.
Is that actually a command?
It actually is a command. Okay, BD got the first balloon.
Okay, that
It
early
doesn't-
bounce was crazy.
It doesn't matter. Oh, that's
Maybe.
close.
Maybe he can get this. He can get this.
He might be a little off.
Yeah, he
he was
didn't
a
mash
little
out.
off.
He didn't mash out the first triangle input. That was the issue.
Yeah, unfortunate. So it doesn't matter necessarily when you get how fast you get onto the first balloon. You just have to get onto it the first time.
Yes.
But you have to land on the big balloon by 43 seconds left on the timer.
Yeah. You need to
you
land
do
on
not-
it. You don't need to bounce from it at that point.
Yeah.
You're bouncing from it
need to make
around.
sure you time it. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, I like this from Beat, actually. Offering to take
Yeah, I
care
really
of
like
these
this.
early checks here.
Yeah,
it
it's
gets
a little
2.
awkward catching with the fire. I feel like I used to only get 1, and then I used the
never mind.
reflect to catch the rest.
Alright, you got it to work out.
Just thunder there to end it quicker. Alright, just a castle.
Oh, that's actually a fantastic hint. We have
Wait.
guaranteed no Marley and no Terra.
True.
Visit unlocks cannot be on super bosses for these settings, so guaranteed at worst you are fighting future Pete. That is actually an amazing
Wait,
hint.
no absent silhouettes?
Absent silhouettes are now considered ASs for CGen update.
Or they're considered super bosses, you mean?
Yes, they are.
Interesting.
So no Marley,
So what's-
no AS Marley, no Data Marley, no Terra.
Is there not a difference in the gen between second visit and non-data?
Yes, there's the difference. Non-super boss is just all-encompassing.
Yeah, but second visit is the same. If ASs are also that.
ASs are not considered a second visit.
But if ASs are considered a super boss now, then non-super boss says it can't be on there, and second visit also says it can't be on there.
Yes, that is correct.
Then what's the difference between those two settings?
So imagine there's a toggle that says proofs are set to second visit, or second visit bosses, one of those two settings. That's not an AS or a data. But if it's set to super bosses, then that's AS or data. Or Sephi, technically. Alright, does silence know the forbidden tech? BD also going through the rest of this Pride Lands, very standard. It's one check left. Hopefully, it's right here. Ooh, okay. So we have a, we do have a dark, or not dark.
I love fighting Dark Door and Blind Sora.
Ground Shaker. There we go. Oh, I think silence is a little off.
They're not holding down. They were holding down at the beginning, but so they did still save time. They still got a 48, which still saves times over the 47, which is what the fastest you can get without holding down. Imagine not risking up to 4 seconds to save half a second.
It's definitely such an interesting feeling to get it for the first time, and then every time you fail, you're like, man, I just lost 10 seconds.
Yep. It's so strange. That's optimizations like that. Like that's why, like speedrunning, like certain games that are so optimized are crazy. It's like, oh, this saves a tenth of a second, but it loses 3 minutes. Just like, oh, do I risk this thing? But then it becomes a thing of like, if you're consistent at it, then why wouldn't you do it? Like, yeah, if you for some reason make a really dumb mistake, then yeah, you lose that time. But if it's something that you never fail, obviously not when it's like 3 minutes. But if it was like you're risking a couple seconds to save time with this.
Oh, okay. I got scared he wasn't gonna actually.
A running tackle?
Oh, he's actually very under damaged.
Yeah, he doesn't have level the. 1? He's level 1 right now.
Okay. He might make it to the bar.
No, he so gets close. To the DM phase. This is really bad.
Yeah, I think this is actually
don't do it. You can't skip DM with this.
Yeah, there's a DM.
Yeah. It only works if they're at 1 HP. So this is actually really hard. Last phase Ground Shaker sucks.
It's so weird. This dude just spins around, some of these lightning bolts. What do you do about it? Oh no! He has once more at least.
Yeah.
Oh, Simba. Was that Simba or was that BD?
That was Simba. He was in the air.
Oh yeah, he has no MP. Yeah. Oh, he's so close.
Come on. That's another DM.
I think he hits it.
No. Oh?
No, he hits it.
That's so good.
Okay, you get Pan. It's an okay
right
reward.
Before Data Sax is very funny. It would have been funnier if it was on Data Sax, but whatever.
Oh, he's going to the one never was. He's gonna find that glide. He's gonna be very upset.
We gotta listen to him.
I don't have that button.
No.
If you want to listen to BD's reaction, you should go to twitch.tv/BDBonk and hear what he says about finding this glide. Oh, 1 second. I can hear his words right now. Ah, that's what I get for not shotgunning.
His reaction was, alright.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he literally says like, yeah, I just lost so much time.
It's actually such a rough feeling.
It feels so bad. For me, the worst thing is when someone rushes, like, because everyone has their worlds that they're known for. That was such a clean setup for the guard loop. I know that BD really likes this loop. Ooh, it's kind of scary.
He's fine.
Well, I was more about the laser.
Yeah, one of the smart things that you start to pick up on is just keep getting hit. Don't air recovery.
Yep.
Definitely, casually
Unless
speaking,
you're
one of the
greedy.
one of the beginner things people do sometimes is they'll just spam your recovery, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'll be safe."
Oh, a Beyblade on normal?
I've never seen that.
I know, I
too.
have seen it, but it's so like unlucky to have happen. Oh my gosh, why are you going for this right now? Dude, at least jump! At least jump when you're doing the reflect. This is giving me so much anxiety. Oh my gosh, this is so
At least
crazy.
he's keeping him in the corner. Oh god, he whipped!
Oh no!
No, he's
Did you
fine.
bless-
No! That was late? Oh, that's tragic.
No, it was the delayed laser. Double-handed combo?
Nah,
Just
I
F
don't
and
wanna
F, please.
Pick up the glide. Okay, thank you.
Don't guard loop. You have 42 magic and 25 strength.
Oh,
I know
quite
BD knows
unfortunate.
this. You let the F and F enjoyers down.
It's definitely
That's-
just such
that-
a hard
that is
strat to
molded.
do.
At least, okay, so something a lot of people don't realize is when you jump into Roxas as you do the reflect, all of it will hit consistently, whereas when you're doing this, a lot of the time it's going to whiff like that.
Wow. Okay, he's fine. Goes to DM.
So if you want to be consistent, then you should at least be jumping for it, but you're really having to worry about a straight laser coming at you, though, if you're guard looping and doing the jump. Yeah, don't go for it. Please don't go for the jump. Okay. Oh! Oh my gosh! How is he?
Okay. I don't know how that RV worked.
What, I was gonna say, what the hell was that RV?
Okay. Oh, he whiffed again? Oh god, run. Okay, he's fine. Okay, he should have it this time.
Silence entering PR is gonna get that torn page and have spooky cave access. Alright, well done by
Aw, that's a little annoying. You get a combo boost from Rox.
BD. It's not like BD was using a ground
True.
finisher.
That is something that you kind of wish you had for other places.
Yeah. But that's definitely gonna make BD really probably mauled about the
Oh, hey, Genie.
finishing leap he missed out on.
So there's one check left here. I feel like at best it's a magnet. Or sorry, I guess at worst it's a magnet. At best it's like a cure that you don't care for. Oh, it's a piece of paper. Alright, we're done with the one it was. No Beta Zemnis today. Okay, doesn't get Invisible Dragooned. That's nice. Now, where do you go from here? I feel like BD might just have to do something like OC. Either that or like Agrabah, or maybe you just do TT right away. Oh, they're actually just doing SET, so this is quite unfortunate. They will be having a relatively slow SET, especially with no fire. Oh no, they have one fire.
Yeah.
It's okay.
This BD is getting hurt by his routing, unfortunately, but that's kind of just the luck of ABN sometimes. Because in his position, yeah, SAT is technically faster right now than OC. He might get the report then immediately leave. That would be really good. Because the report's the first check that tells you that limit forms in OC. So what we gotta pray for. BD doesn't know the reversal tech with fire.
Reversal is so... I didn't actually realize for a while
It's
that
so
fire
cool.
did more hits if you have Fire versus Firaga. I did not realize that for the longest time.
There's an
It's
extra
such a
hit.
weird, minute thing, but it's like... It makes sense when you use Fire on the Dusk, and you're like, huh, why is my fight faster?
Is it like 3 to 4?
It's around that. You do like 2 Firagas, and that kills... Or not kills, but that gets through the Dusk fight, roughly.
Come on, go to CBD. Ah.
Maybe you go to the Twilight Thorn chest and leave? I don't know.
He didn't seem to
That's what
react to it
Tekken
much on
mentioned.
stream.
We were talking about fires on Dusk's Minton.
Yeah, using fires and then reversing to make him stunned, and then the last fire will send him through the phase. So a lot of people just don't realize that that's a consistent way to deal with it. He's talking about going to OC. Crap. Nice to keep going, no!
Unfortunate. At least you have a Thunder. Thunder will do okay work of this. Unfortunately, he might get double DM'd here. Like, he has to do enough damage to not go into over, I think it's 70%. Or sorry, have under 70% left of the last bar.
I assume that BD knows better and will just let himself, like, just not do damage when he falls, and then just reflect. Because if you don't get that kill, then it's pretty scary.
Yeah. Alright, we have a little bit of new content. We got Spooky Cave. Does Silence... Okay, Silence does not do the Escort. And Check Chest at the same time. Ooh, BD's committing to this. He is getting... Oh, is this... Yeah, no, get the Thunder! Oh, he got it just in time.
That's... wow.
Oh, that's tragic. Just... Well, actually, no, that's pretty good. If you don't find the Blizzard here, yep, now you're just committed to it and you don't have to Torn Page Hunt. So you get a Blizzard at the end of the day. Fortunately, you do lose out on the time of gambling about, hey, I'm just gonna hope it's in the cave, when apparently almost every seed I've rolled has had Starry Hill.
So, I feel like when you're dealing with progression points and stuff like that, I feel like usually in those ones you wanna just finish the minigame. Without it, then, like, I guess with higher movement you wanna just check and then retry. But I feel like in ABNs I usually just like to just do the minigame.
Alright, we get the Blizzard, we have no Starry Hill. Unfortunate. Close enough, though.
So BD might still have that muscle memory the kind of memory from League of trying to finish the thing for the progression point. Even though that's not relevant here, hopefully that's still in the muscle memory. Keep choking over my words today.
Alright, gets the Duck Flare out. And we're in last phase. Very clean. Just checks
Has
Ethers.
BD used that flow yet?
No, I don't think he's had, like, no real spots to use it.
But it's unfortunate that BD isn't really getting much out of getting it earlier than Silence. Yeah, it was slightly hard as well. Usually pushing deeper is expected.
curse you, Setzer. Just had that one little orb. Make you lose even more time. Uh-oh. Poor Silence. Just the one weird input and you just get comboed all the way to the spikes. Oh, gets unlucky? Okay, there you go. Man, it's so interesting that there's still 2 things left on levels. Still all 4 things, or still 4 things left on drive levels. Still 4 in TT. I feel like you eventually just have to do TT. Like, if you're Silence, you just gotta do TT at some point.
At this point, it's definitely something to consider. I feel like there's other things you can push still. But at this point, you really want magnets for like things like LOD. So it's just kind of like, what do you do there?
Ooh. Gets aerial sweep. Why is he getting?
Oh my gosh! Why does it keep happening?
Is Oki just that tall that it procs aerial sweep?
It doesn't. The problem is he keeps trying to hit him before letting him fully fall down. So it keeps being kind of in the air. It's really funny.
Okay, well, you definitely do. Yep, KH2.
Yeah, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, it's pretty free at this point with those stats. That magic stat specifically makes it very free.
Strength's still not great.
But you have Duck Flare, Hori. It's fine. It'll do the job.
Yeah, tool wise, doing great.
He makes sure to not input a Duck Flare here. He gets a dance call. He needs to step forward just a tiny little bit. I was wondering where the RC was. Ooh, a bogey.
Bogey. Yeah.
Ooh,
there's final. TT time.
Here. Yep, that actually is literally just go to TD. It's actually something BD can do.
Yeah. And it was something you mentioned before. A lot of people don't really see the value in Halloween Town and ABN. Like, it's definitely a really good early push when you don't know where you should go.
Even if it is one check, you might as well just do it because you're not really going to speed it up by having any other better tool. The only thing that speeds up Halloween Town that's an IC is a Reflect.
Yes.
And a Form.
Yeah, like a limit form could be good.
Ooh, unfortunate for BD, he doesn't get the target switch.
What definitely plagues these ABNs as far as your routing sense is really wanting to push off places until you have the form that's going to be most effectively leveled there. Interesting not going into like limit form or something else, or even like wisdom would be better getting hits here.
Opts to go back into final form.
They really greeted the final.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like, you're not getting exactly. Halloween Town, you can see always a dance call, even though Duck Flare is faster in some places. Dance call is usually just fine, and you will do. It's gonna barely speed up from getting things later. Like that's why we used to start in Halloween Town in Rando before the Pride Lands push became a thing, and it was just because you already started with 2 ethers from Jack, so it was really easy to do Candy Cane Lane.
Alright, good old spooky K push. I hope BD doesn't fall for the bait. And the bait mindset and actually goes for the actual escort. Knows it's a geek seed, it's probably here. Damn it. Alright, I tried. I thought he was listening to the stream. Apparently he's not.
I mean, the once more thing was very funny.
And it is actually so interesting that we still have not found a single magnet, by the way.
I would call it cruel, actually. But
oh wait,
interesting
actually,
the word we can use.
That's really unfortunate for BD. He just got guard break. He could have probably used that for Roxas.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a very weird spot. Picture on Wisdom 5. That's a little mean.
Yeah. So says the orc coat. I believe it's Met's mod.
Yeah, that's Met's mod.
Yeah.
Man, so this is interesting. If you wanted that, if you want picture, like in order to get picture, you have to either force final, go to, what is it? Yeah, force final, maybe, or find Valor, which is wherever, or find the limit. Yeah, now he's getting this.
This is gonna hurt doing limit right after SCT. Though I guess now he has an easy place to level limit if he needs to. And he still has LOD as an option. I feel like if you're gonna concede and do fire for like SCT, then you can concede to do fire for LOD, because the only fights that the magnet is speeds up is missions, and fire works just fine there. Like, that's another one where people know how fast something can be, but they don't think about how much time it actually saves. And then they're like, no, I'm never touching Land of Dragons without this. I'm never touching SCT without Limit Form or Trinity. And it's very detrimental. But a very easy thing to fall into.
Ooh, not sounds. BD getting a bit trolled there by trying to do the fancy reflect and get a hit. Very clean station fight, or not station, sandlot fight from Silence. Now we'll see what TT3 holds. What do you got, TT? Blizzard? Okay, that's... Sure, Blizzara, whatever. We need something of value. Magnet Burst, a little late for that. Alright, very clean Cerberus fight. A little scare at the end, but you would have lived regardless. Alright, it's on the mansion. As per usual. Alright, hopefully this will be a very simple mansion fight. Honestly, you probably shouldn't have any issues at all with this. That magic set's actually pretty nuts. 54 magic at level 27. Now obviously you are in final form, so you have that extra Keyblade, but still, that's pretty high.
Yeah. And Silence is pretty substantially ahead.
That glide definitely helped.
That early glide was
early.
Pretty huge. Having limit form for SDT, like, because Silence has this TT over him, has the rest of OC over him, the rest of Halloween Town, and Spooky Cave.
They both on Spooky actually.
BD did it Spooky, yeah.
What's in this mansion? Come on. Okay, a fire, that's... Come on, give him a magnet or something.
All the magnets are in LOD.
That would actually be tragic.
Magnet,
Lord Raiden actually just wins.
Yeah, Raiden wins every seed, I swear. For those that don't know, Lord Raiden is a very large LOD enjoyer. Will go to LOD with nothing. Like 10 minutes in. With just like a fire. But
yeah,
it really proves... Yeah, nice. But it really proves how good LOD is. Especially like once you get to like one of the settings with progression points, like the path setting, like you get it's 6 progression points in the entirety of LOD1. Like it's really strong.
If you include Shanyu.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Silence opts to just not do the betwixt between fight. Now this kind of fair, you don't really have a magnet, so it's kind of rough to deal with it.
Yeah,
I don't control with reflect only is pretty rough.
Reflect and Lumiform is all they got for that. But because of that, Betwixt definitely has a magnet, right? Although we now get to see some new content, BD pushing forward in the OC.
Alright, now you put a magnet here to punish Silence for not doing this.
Yeah, even though baby magnet means nothing.
Does this kill? This should kill.
Yeah, that goes.
Okay, that was a little sketchy. Nice. Some of those little bullets were not flying the way you expected.
This Hydra is going to be very interesting.
Okay, ops to not leave makes sense. I would consider leaving to conserve drive and go into limit during the 3 Hydra head phase.
Yeah. It's in Ragnarok. I feel like a Ragnarok is very wasteful here. Because it does like the 3 hits and then that's it. Well, BD does not have Master. But BD does have Auto Master. It's gonna be a little hard to proc though. And he still has a really low defense. He actually probably could have Auto Mastered here. And he still can. He has 5 drive.
Yeah, honestly, we'll probably see him go to limit. Wisdom?
Nope, yeah.
Okay, Wisdom's fine. Just keeps it very basic. Damn, that Wisdom that Wisdom finisher. Or Wisdom Thunder finisher is insane. I actually did not realize it was actually that good. Okay, good to know.
And I think it's that spot. BD really heard Phil say get up on the Hydra's back.
Okay, it does OC2. Makes sense.
I'm stealing that. That was cool as hell. It sounds to actually also show off a bit of the speedrun strat for hyenas, where you do a fire out of your aerial impulses so you can keep them unlocked, but often just with the thunders afterwards.
That's where it's hard. I don't know why. It just feels weird.
Pretty tight. BD still not having final is really hurting.
In terms of trying to level it, yeah. I will say, because of how things eventually line up, you have to do Mansion, so you will have some form of a final leveling spot.
Yeah.
But the World That Never Was being done, basically your only hope was do TT or you push the World That Never Was.
What if he berserks here? Maybe like Genie resets.
I think he does Berserk. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
hurts the
it's too
jerk.
Gotta love when he uses that punch.
This is one of the nice things about berserking we'll get to see is it puts Hades in the air. You won't get to see it. I lied.
That is so much damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he tries to get his Zantetsuken out before he becomes fully invincible. It's actually such a tight timing to get that. This should kill.
This will kill.
Okay. Where's this check?
Please don't tell me he does Zexion here.
You don't do Zexion. No shot. Oh, okay, well,
you're right, he doesn't do Zexion. LOD, here we go! Magnets here, easily.
Now, granted, you have Wisdom Fyra, so it's even better now. Never mind, doesn't do Wisdom.
Maybe saving it for the missions.
That's fair. I feel like you maybe are... It's kind of disposable. Alright, silence on through each repeats.
Or not.
Alright, I'll just leave the one shadow and the last remaining... I still forget what these guys' names are called. I will remember them. Nightwalker, there we go. I'll literally remember their names for like a week and then forget about them. Yeah, I'll still leave the last two alive so check chests. Alright, Silence opting to do the opposite of what BD did and use, what is it, Final Thunders here.
Yeah,
Man,
a little
that's actually so much better.
Yeah.
I think I'll steal that too. Wisdom Thunder on the Hydra's back.
Yeah, Wisdom Thunder was way better. Granted, you can make Final Thunder better by doing it while in the air, so you can do more Thunders. Which is personally what I opt to do. But yeah, that Wisdom Thunder is crazy.
Okay, I was wondering if he was able to get the last kill on that last Nightwalker. They're kind of rude. They'll just go in and hit you, and sometimes they'll hit you before you can do anything about it.
They can be quite rude. What can be really rude here is, since you don't have a magnet to work with this, is sometimes they'll reflect if the soldier is mean, it'll whiff them, and then the soldier will just come and hit you out of the RC, and it's so annoying. Ooh, oh, that was so
close.
lucky. Ping almost destroyed everything.
Okay, well, they can level now.
Let's level!
Honestly, that might not be a bad idea. That's 2 free checks you can get on levels. You kind of, for BD's case specifically, you don't have any good leveling spots that are like easily accessible.
And they still don't have that experience boost, right?
Yeah, no XP boost. Your best case is, or your best place right now is
leveling
to
now?
maybe do
Ooh.
TT. Yeah, so TT3 is your best leveling spot, aside from this.
Yes.
Oh, he misses the one bulky. That poor guy in the over there.
Yeah, you can see him.
I think he's just gonna ignore him. He might come back for it on the way down.
It might still have enough health.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They have the health that just continually drops. It might despawn then. or
It'll
die,
probably be
whichever the word is for these guys.
Yes. See, but luckily, since they have so much health here, they don't jump usually because they have kind of HP gates, and as they get lower in health, they'll start to jump and be more frantic.
Yeah,
it does not respawn.
Alright, so we'll probably see BD just finish out levels right now, honestly. It may work out in his favor if he gets 2 magnets, or if he gets
He
even
needs
one
to get
magnet.
Magnera here for this to really pay out.
I think he might be banking on Final as well.
Hey, maybe we get Light and Dark here. Another
Okay,
Berserk
see an
charge.
Agrabah. Unfortunately, I think we're losing amount of spots for that Berserk charge may matter. We honestly might see BD do Halloween Town soon. Just be like, I have nothing else better to do.
It'd be good. But if he gets Magnera and then goes to like TT, if he can, especially if he can get Magnega, then the station fight goes by so fast and you get so many levels. These are standard level checks for a Geek Seed, it's fine. Don't worry, there'll be experience with level 48, it's fine. Explosion! That's actually really good for BD, honestly.
Wait, it's level 48 and level 50. Oh,
Yep.
that's unfortunate.
At least we know
actually
experience
so
boost
tragic.
isn't on here.
Oh, that sucks. There's a
Ooh,
magnet
Magnet and
outside of
Agrabah.
Treasure Room.
That's
Glow
really
sap.
bad for BD.
So Glow has a magnet for this seed if you place this.
Yeah, Glow wins. And Cure. All that for...
Alright, the saving grace. Is this a magnet on levels? I think the most trolly things they can get is a cure or money pouch.
Yeah, I think that this really hurt BD though, because you could tell this was very much like a Hail Mary, like I need something to speed up everything.
Maybe if you get skill and crossbones on level 50.
That could be really good, actually.
Okay, so he just needs 2 more bulkies. Each bulky gives 3000 XP, so we'll need 1 extra. He might do that 3rd one.
Here you go.
Leave. Ooh.
Oh, that's really bad.
That's so
That
unfortunate.
hurts so bad.
Halloween Town? Yep. Alright. Never mind.
No!
You know what? That's fair. No, I respect it. Finishing the world you started, I think that's fair. Now, granted, it sucks because we know what's in Halloween Town.
If it was 2 cures out of left, if it was a cure on 48 and like a cure on 50, I would have left the call.
Put on Explosion. Oh, wait, he doesn't have it on, actually. I just realized.
He didn't put it
just
on,
went-
yeah.
Yeah, he just went straight to leveling and then was like, I'm done with levels, let's go here. At least the stats are pretty good. 59 magic. If you gotta do a data, you're
He'll
pretty
probably
good.
Sean you skip here. He doesn't have great stuff to get it done, but
Well, he
yeah,
only has
only had-
air dodge too. So
that's true. If he had 3, it would have been fine, but he can do 3 wisdoms, so
I don't know if you gain enough height with area dodge too.
you definitely still are gaining height, but definitely not not enough to make
Ooh,
that much
I
of a
disagree
difference.
with this. I disagree, BD. You should do this.
BD.
There we go. This isn't an 8 or a 3-proof setting or something. You gotta do the rest of this.
We take the hope that's not on like a late limit check.
Yeah. Okay, so Earth. The issue with area dodge 2 when doing wisdom is you might fall. I believe you fall way too far down in wisdom form to even warrant like being
It's
able to
not that bad.
recoveries and skip it. Like I don't think you get enough height from the area dodge 2 to recoup the height you lose
you do.
from falling.
Air Ledge 1 you don't, but Air Ledge 2 you do. like you can honestly, you know, like the really like hard like stalling with wall jumps where you kind of do it with like the cap return. It's like that where you barely gain any height.
Okay, if it's barely any height, I don't think it's worth it.
It's not, especially when you already have sort of the ancestor.
Yeah, that's also true.
Like I'd go for it just because I'm very greedy and I like doing shot on escape with low tools, but so that might mean the arrow dodge that he missed is also biting him again. Like BD's just getting really unlucky. We don't have Combo Master, and BD does not have Final. And Combo Master Valor is worse than the Wisdom.
And
the only
so
Combo Master
1K
ones,
here.
yeah, the Combo Masters that are kind of viable are Final and Limit. You're only doing Final though if you actually have like enough to get it in one. Limit is fine because I don't think you lose any height from Limit if you mash out the combo fast enough. Yeah, Combo Master Limit form is not that bad. You fall so much more with Valor than you'd think, especially like if you don't have any like negative combos to work with. You lose so much more height. Wisdom, you lose less height than with Valor. Don't believe Valor's fast falling. Might.
Valor has a normal fall speed. Pretty much everything has a normal fall speed in this game.
I think Wisdom might have a slow fall speed.
Doesn't do 1K. I guess that's fair. Opts to do
no magnets,
now.
So yeah.
I feel like,
but we know there's a magnet in HP.
Wait, I just realized. Look at their stats. level 36, 56 magic. Level 50, 59 magic. Is there just not any magic ups between like barely any magic ups between level 36 and 50?
It's fine. Gambler's Fallacy 51 has a magic up. It's fine.
And if you're Silence, I wonder if you if you even like try to level.
I feel like you might have to.
Okay, they're not. I think that's fair. With these kinds of stats, it makes sense to not even bother about leveling if you're just gonna potentially get XP boosts at some point.
Is leveling TT3 faster with only one experience boost? I feel like it's not.
If you go with TT, maybe it's faster. It feels like it's more efficient.
With 2, it definitely is, easily. I don't know how bad it is in 50. I remember back in like old ABN, back when we like left level 99 for ABN, going up to like times? 80 and stuff like that. For like those times, then yeah, you really want to level in TT and not in. Like it was like debatably faster, even if you.
Oh, what the heck was that?
So yeah, I've never seen this before.
I have never seen Sora travel like that before as a result of chicken. Okay, this game's weird.
I don't think I've ever used chicken here, so yeah.
Find new things every game. Find new things every day. Ooh, okay, finally has enough orbs through the RC. Oh, hey, Valor. Okay, so you're only missing Master now, so you might do LOD soon for that Master, and so you can finish up levels. And Stitch, wow. That is a very generous SP.
Finally seeing Roxas push. That's gonna be it, so.
It's literally just Roxas only. Master in Throne Room.
Master in Throne Room is always very funny.
It's the
No,
classic. Wait, where you go? Oh wait, there's one more check here. For some reason I thought Masters.
You're looking at Proud Lands?
No, I just confused the green one with only one left.
Ah.
Alright, what do you do? What do you hope for? As a viewer, you hope for Data Zigbar. As a player, you probably... I mean, I guess you're okay with Data Zigbar. You kind of don't really care.
No,
you have Berserk Quarry, you have Duck Flare.
BD definitely is probably hoping for Data Zigbar. BD needs super bosses to catch up right now. Since BD has like so close to so many stat things, having super bosses could be really good, and I'm just not sure how comfortable Silence is with their super bosses. I haven't seen enough of their play. But I know BD is very comfortable with super bosses.
What's the emote? Oh my god, I'm trying to remember what the emote was. A pirate default emote. I need help. Am I like gaslighting myself and believing it's an emote?
I think you might be. It might not be a default. It might be like a FFC thing.
I'm looking for this emote. I'm ignoring everything that's going on. Very clean Roxas fight from Silence.
We got a Data Zigbar that's very good for BD.
Yeah. Data Zigbar, you're kind of whatever about it. Obviously you want better strength if you can, but you basically have everything you want. And it's a smiley face. There we go, I found it.
Oh, it's R and then that's so weird.
I remember the emote, thank god. I don't know why, but this version of this song, it just makes me think of pirates right now. It's definitely very wrong, because this is very far away from... Well, not very far, but a little far from what a pirate is.
I'm listening to a different song, so...
Okay, shoutouts to Rainwave. Oh hey, BD, you get a magnet now. That's that's very unfortunate.
I mean, I have Rainwave open. I could just listen to the same music as you are.
It's okay. Alright, Silence now opting to go back to TT. Doesn't want to actually level any form at all. A little interesting of a play. I think maybe you might save forms till dead last. Just take your guaranteed checks, do the form lottery later. Okay, so what is it? BD now getting the picture. So he'll be able to do all of TT. Alright, very, very clean so far from Silence. Oh, Axel, why'd you do that? That's unfortunate. A magnet on Betwixt Between. So, honestly, so many seeds where you could have just sped up anything going on. Or like so many situations where things could have been sped up.
Yeah.
Right, you have Magnera now for 1k, so that does speed this up.
But we were right earlier, the Betwixt leading to a magnet. Like, it's not over till it's over, but BD's playing catch up.
It's looking pretty bleak.
Yeah, might be curtains.
Now, granted, Silence could have a really rough Zigbar fight, Data Zigbar fight.
Because that was what, like a 40-50 minute glide difference?
BD does Halloween Town now. Alright, so he'll be able to go all the way through Presence, get the final form. And honestly, this routing kind of helps him a little bit. Like, this will help him get some of those form levels. Oh, he's trying to level Master here right now.
Interesting.
Good old, carousel strats. I disagree. I think you should...
This is horrible.
this is really slow. This is a gamble. You have 3 checks. You're at Master 3. You're not...
Like, you
it
have
is literally
Master.
impossible.
Why don't you just do...
Oh, so, okay, so the last check that Silence does not have for levels is Blizzard on Master 4. So very basic. So they get, speaking of Silence, they got Skill and Crossbones, I believe, from 1K or Yuna.
Yeah, I feel like with
the mushrooms.
If you want to level Master in Halloween Town, I feel like it's better to do on the way to Oogie. It's a really good spot to do it.
No, Nintendo, it's a good play, but it's a little... Oh wow, that sucks. I think it's a very tiny bit questionable.
I like Carousel after Prison Keeper.
It's just a tiny bit questionable, in my opinion, to do it when you have so many checks left on drives. But I guess because you don't know things, it's fair.
We're just hating.
Alright, see, now Nintendo is going to be mad at us and he's going to do carousel strats during his race.
Nintendo, it's okay. We just don't understand the power. You need to show us later the power of carousel. Nintendo, you are not allowed to level anywhere for Master that is not the carousel later today.
You'll do it? Oh shit, alright, he's serious.
Yeah. You're not allowed to level anywhere else for Master. You need to show us.
Alright, hey, we get to see PR2. Finally. So we have a lot of super bosses that are just gone. The only one that we have known is the Data Zigbar. No Terra, no Sephi, no Data Marley, AS Marley, no Data Demix. It's a lot of missing content. We actually might have a Data Luxord though. There's a chance. There's 3 things left here. Maybe they're super late.
Potentially. If we can get like a Data Luxord, that'd be interesting.
Alright, get shot on the back. Trinity.
Nice Trinity.
Okay. That's rough.
There's bound to be at least 1 check on these 3 chests. Okay,
Ooh.
There's the 1. Yep.
Ooh, okay. So
we still get the gambler check.
There's 2 things on this gambler.
Yep,
It's
and another 100, of course.
Alright, so GR2 guaranteed. Alright, I think this is fair. You opt to probably go all the way and get the Master form before going to GR2. Granted, you don't need Master. Final does an okay enough job, but might as well. Still could be Data Luxord though.
Let's drop my phone.
Alright, so from BD has 16 checks left, and Silence has 1, 2, 3.
You have to count for Silence.
Yeah, because they use points. Yeah, they have 8 checks left. So, an 8 check advantage, it's looking pretty rough. Now, granted,
looking really
there's
bad.
a tiny bit of slow content, like maybe like 1 world of slow content that BD has an advantage over, but even then, it's looking rough. Like, I think even Silence actually might be tooled enough to do the Shan Yu skip. Yes, Deuce. Blizzard was on Master 4.
Here's the final. Now BD can finally enter TT.
Man, it's actually so unfortunate that the magnet location is just betwixt between and all the way on mushrooms. But a BD will be able to catch up. This is like maybe like a 4-minute or maybe like a 7-minute trek through all of TT. So for the tracker, there is a option to change it so that you can have it show important check count, the important check count collected versus the points count. For these kinds of settings, it's definitely way more valuable to have it show how many checks you have obtained. Obviously, in theory, it doesn't actually matter, but it's nice to have.
Okay, BD's just gonna show how strong he is at like data Zigbar. We got this.
Alright, so
BD
Silence
enjoyers still have a chance.
Silence now getting proof connections, so they might level at some point. We probably will see them do leveling maybe when they're like completely out of things to do. I think for BD's case, him leveling when he did made the most sense because he's looking for tools.
Yeah.
Silence right now has pretty much every tool and is just doing seed cleanup.
Yeah, I feel like in the spot BD was in, he was just like, I know I'm behind. I need to find magnets on levels, but unfortunately, levels just had nothing. Like, probably the worst checks he could have gotten.
Chicken's not even that useful, unfortunate, and he got even trolled by Chicken in one of the fights.
Exactly. So he lost time from Chicken. It would have lost less time if it was a cure.
We'll probably see Silence level limit here to 6, and then at that point, just the handbrake, hands off the controller. Get a little stretch in, everybody. Oh, gets hit by the bolt tower. You hate to see it.
Yeah, it happens with the best of us.
Alright, doesn't get anything. Throws an ether for good luck. I love the bitrate dying on the stream. You can see Silence's tracker just absolutely dying from the bitrate. Alright, do we see a Shan Yu skip of sorts come out? It's gonna be kind of weird. You might be able to do it with... They might be doing it with Wisdom. They have 2 high drives, actually, so it's probably viable for them to do.
Yes, they have high jump 3 and air launch 3 compared to BD's 2 and 2. But that's just a question of whether or not they know how to do it. Because a lot of settings recently have not had skips on, so...
No, I will say, speaking of skips, casual reminder that path settings coming up do not have skips involved. Skips are banned or disabled from the
skips
the
are banned for 3-proof settings.
Specifically that 3-proof setting.
Well, this only 3-proof setting. Well, unless you count datas.
That one has skips banned, technically.
So all 3-proof settings, unless you count Eat the Crowd. Is it banned to Eat the Crowd?
Ooh, they're... okay. They're going all over the place. I understand why, but it just looks very, very weird.
It's definitely...
I feel like they barely made it over.
They did, but yeah, Thunder Reflect's always a good one. Thunder Reflect and Fire Reflect are really the only options you have. I don't know why they went all over the place when they're using Thunders. If they're using Fires, then it makes sense.
Yeah. Casual reminder, if you are attempting to do this strat the way they did, you want to make sure you do the Thunder or Fire before doing a Reflect.
Yes.
Right. Unfortunately, as we know from BD side, the Shan Yu skip kind of useless because you have to go all the way to Zigbar, but still very good showcase of a different way you can do Shan Yu skip that is on Evolved Master Form.
Are skips banned any of the Wayfinder settings?
It's the same settings throughout. The same, like, small... Or the same settings like that. Yeah, sorry.
The only difference
Masters
is
and Wayfinders share those
placement.
tiny little settings. Yes, the main difference is item placement, super bosses being disabled or not, and sometimes core is on for some and is off. Aside from those few settings, it's basically all the same. You can do, if you can do skips in one setting or in one division, you can do skips in the other. Or if you can't do it for one, you can't do it for the other. That's commonly shared, so it's easy to understand. Oh yeah,
experience boost.
A bit trolly. It's right there. So, I mean, potentially for BD, if you... Now, there's... I feel like there's no copium for this, I'm sorry. I think there's a copium.
There's not.
Like, I think your strength stat is just so low that it's not even worth the time to XP grind to get it up for Data Zigbar, and you just deal with it. Like, if your strength stat, if you were BD, if your strength stat was maybe at like 40, or not 40, like 56, 57, you would consider XP grinding?
Hey, we all have the copium, it's fine.
And that was so weird. Silence was getting base Sora movement for a second. Oh, I think he was just doing area dodge. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't look like they knew that you can just do the magnet trinity and just that's it.
I think they just misinput the trinity, because you saw they actually did go into trinity pretty early.
Yeah, but they didn't do the magnet.
No, they did do the magnet, they just didn't trinity properly. So I think it was just a misinput all around.
Maybe not that familiar with the trick. Yep. That is the fastest. Though, actually, if you have like Magnarans to work with, then Final Magnera can be faster, because the finisher does take a while to get through all of it. I'm gonna make a genie strat for that fight.
Ooh, okay. So I don't think Silence is gonna get the kill. I think they have to let the rockets finish. Okay, yeah. So they should be fine now. Go for the RC finish.
Photo finish, baby! Yep, photo finish.
And the next snap.
Yep.
You hate to see the next snap. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I don't know how good Master Genie would be just because of how jank the bolt towers are.
Oh, they are leveling. Interesting. I kind of disagree with this.
I think it's... I get it. If they're going straight there, then maybe they're preparing for Data Lock Skirt being a thing.
Maybe my mindset on this is you have other content to clear. Might as well just level. Might as well do other content before you feel like you're forced to level.
Yeah, especially with that experience boost now, it feels a little strange to do this.
Well, you don't really have any places to use that XP boost on right now.
Yeah, you can go into TT.
You gotta backtrack though.
You can go to the tower though, which is actually faster.
Oh, TT tower, like the Sirius tower.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fair. I don't think I've actually ever seen anyone do that before in Rando.
It's something that no one really thinks about. I do it whenever I need to level Master. Because there's 4 gamblers in the top room.
Well, at least one good thing is your Silence is not necessarily saving time on BD by doing this, because they both did this. I will say it's interesting that BD is actually opting to do SP right now, or not SP, TR. Now again, it is a safe play. If you're gonna go to SP, might as well just do it all in one go. But it's a little unfortunate that it's just something you could have potentially pushed off.
Yeah.
Again, because visit unlocks are set to non-super boss, at worst, you're going to future repeat. So it's not terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it might be better to hold out from those experience boosts. Like, if you're just like, I just want to be set on levels, and then I can just move forward. So they also were like, oh, I'm at 49. I'll probably get enough levels in like between windows, and
there it is. Yeah,
that's actually it.
Just said.
Yep.
Oh, it's our slum boat. Okay, that's a very anticlimactic. So now we'll probably see the full SP push from BD. So honestly, BD's not incredibly that far off. SP is very, very short. You have the data on the table.
He can level the forms he needs to.
Yeah, Silence is basically done with levels. You got the thing on Master 4. So really all that's left for them is do this, do these windows, do the boat, and then find whatever is left on the potentially maybe Data Luxord, maybe? GR2 bare minimum, and then Data Zigbar. So seems like we're coming to a close. Wait, that's actually really interesting. I just realized. So one of Data Zigbar or GR2 Data Luxord has Money Pouch or Reflect. At least you have Reflare. Reflare is really nice. You can live without Reflega. Yep. Alright, time to see if GR2 has it. Can Silence Berserkori? I believe they can. I believe we've seen them do it in either the open qualifiers or relegations.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, BD, pick up the orbs. Yeah, okay, cool. I was very afraid he was not going to do that. Alright, picks up the Valor. He's about to pick up Stitch here. And then we'll probably see him do Hollow Bastion. I think you actually ran out of places to go, because you literally cannot do PR until you've gone to Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, Silence just has to do this, and then the data's assuming that Data Luxord exists.
Well, we get to see Data Luxord again. We saw it in the relegation seed, and now we see him again.
I love Data Luxord.
Oh, sorry, Data Zigbar, my bad. Let's see, Data Zigbar, 2 seeds in a row for Silence. At least this time, Data Zigbar does not have Limit Form.
I like any data that's not Zexian or Vexen. Smile.
Okay, so Silence is playing the super safe, opting to go for Master as late as possible. Doesn't want his party members to die.
Which is funny, because that's one thing when you have Master level 1. But if you have any level above that, you can wait and master that entire attack so easily. Like a reminder that the speedrun strat does this with no form boost or anything and master at level 1.
Oh yeah, there's the other XP boost, by the way.
Oh god.
Yep. Just chilling on GR2. Now, do we have Data Luxord? Oh, unfortunate. So just the Data Zigbar. You're 53 strength. You probably don't at this point.
What level?
Probably save time. Yeah, you probably just do the fight. Especially with Duck Flare Berserkori. Oh yeah, he put on all megas.
Right now.
He's chucked all megas on.
Well, I wonder if we're gonna be spamming Duck Flare and actually getting the finishers out. They might go for the data strat if they're doing all megas. The fact that this is all for a money pouch is also very funny.
Why does he gotta have money, dude? He doesn't need it.
Zigbar's rich, dude. We're mugging Zigbar.
He doesn't need that money.
I need to see if he does the data strat here. Wait. No way. Yes!
Oh, mistimed it.
I don't care. He's going for the strat.
Alright, drops from Elixir. Yep. Oh, he drops it again.
Yeah, it doesn't quite know the timing to set it up there, but...
Alright, hopefully he gets it.
Yeah, making it a little
He needs
easier.
to do one more.
Well, yeah, it makes it a little easier if you just keep the Berserk Charge going, because he gets that to work with.
Oh,
Yeah.
it gets DM'd. Alright, no, that's fine. That's fair.
Data Zigbar is really consistent out of the DM, because he just does the bullets, assuming you're not doing finishers.
Okay.
Especially if he does this right now.
You can do that, sure. I guess.
And then the finisher right here catches him. And then finish him off. And that's a GG's for silence.
That is GG's.
That was very well done, Data Zigbar, even with one DM.
And his finish time is 148.22 loadless. Sub 2 hours, very, very clean. Unfortunate item placement for a lot of things, but pretty good overall. Pretty damn good overall. Indeed. Immediately they go offline. The classic.
It's better than the Infinite Raid.
That is true. But damn, we see the other upset for this week. Going off of seeding.
Yeah, that's 2 of the top 4 from the previous King of the Crown losing in the first round.
Man, BD still has how many checks left?
Yeah, BD got really screwed.
3, 4, 8. Yeah,
between that
sorry,
glide, a few
that's
mistakes, and getting really unlucky with just where checks were.
Yeah, super, super rough.
I'm assuming BD's done thing here since they're not skipping the cutscene.
You didn't see Geek's messages? Okay, Nintendo, don't worry. Ragnos replied and he said no. So it's good enough. Yeah, so I think BD is actually gonna finish the rest of this out. Man, so unfortunate. Oh, hey, they didn't get the magnet. Maybe they're mentally prepping that this seed's awful. And you have to do, like... What is it, Sephi or something?
Yeah. BD still played very well. ABN can come down to this, but Silence also played incredibly well, was deathless, I believe, and pulled out some really fast strats. So, this is just really well played.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I think it's it.
He hasn't DNF'd yet. Maybe he's trying to find the button.
Oh, he's opening his chat.
That's fair. Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
In the
opening his
meantime-
chat so he can finish it up.
In the meantime, we can take a quick look at our current bracket. So at some point, you'll have Slim and Silence. Those two will play. We'll hopefully see that. There may be a chance Slim might have to DNF because of life stuff, but I will let him know that he has like a few days to schedule this.
Yeah.
Because of how
maybe
this tournament's schedule. Yeah, because of how the tournament's schedule is set up, you basically have like a week to play. You aren't really forced to play until relatively late.
Yeah.
So I'll try to message Slim and be like, yo, you got a while. Feel free to play whenever you can. But,
would it be possible if Slim wins his next race to push the finals a little later? Like maybe to overlap with Wayfinders?
No, it can always happen. It can
Yeah.
always happen. We'll all work it out. Yeah. So coming up later, we will have Nintendo versus Ragnarok. So that'll be exciting to see.
Very exciting.
Then coming up on Tuesday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will be the VG Master and Ragnarok. I have not seen VG play any of these settings at all,
Yeah.
but he is still pretty consistent. I mean, he got, what is it, fourth or fifth for this league. So honestly, he's still good. No one should sleep on him because he hasn't
got
been
fourth.
actively playing this game.
Because I got 5th. And he beat me. So
Yeah.